Namaste, खुश रहो बिटियाओ. Today's topic is the wet milling. And wet milling, as the name indicates, is a process where the material which we gonna mill is steeped in the water with SO2 or without SO2. And what this does actually it softens the seed kernels and which helps a easy removal of various components. And the example we're going to discuss here today is the corn wet milling. And in the corn wet milling, it is done of the grains of the corns, and there are 4 or 5 operations which are done. First, we clean the grains, and then after that soaking or stripping is performed, and then the germ separation and recovery, then grinding and hull recovery, separation of starch and gluten. So here the important thing in the steeping is that what is important in steeping, it is pretty simple that we are just soaking the grains, same we do, in case of paddy processing also. Uh, when the parboiling, but here the main thing is for how long and at what temperature, either with SO2 or without SO2. So in case of corn, what we are doing, we are stripping the corn, the grains, shelled corns at 50 degrees Celsius for 28 to 48 hours. And in the meantime, the corn, it attains a moisture content of 45%, and that is where from this wet milling starts. And there is a actually flow diagram here which clearly defines this wet milling process. So let me start with this flow diagram. What it is having, it is having the shell. We are having the shell cones, and those shell cones are cleaned, and then they are kept in storage bins till we start the processing. And after when we start the processing, the cones are washed, and then they are steeped for 28 to 48 hours at 50 degrees Celsius till they attain a moisture content of 45%. And then what is happening after steeping is performed, that is steep water is taken away and it is being sent to the evaporators, and we get the steep water concentrate, which later on can be used as a feed. And from the steep tanks, we are getting we are taking those grains to degerminators, where the germ is separated, and that germ is sent to the oil extraction plant and for refining of the oil. And then whatever is the material left, that is being taken to the grinding mills, where it is passed through the washing screens. We get the hull, bran, and then gluten from the centrifugal separators, and finally we get the starch. And this starch is a product which we get as a result of the corn wet milling. And from these starch, it is goes to the dryers, and where if we have to make the dry product, and then the dry starches, and it goes to the, or it may goes to the roasters, and we get the dextrins. And if we refine, after sending it to converters, we refine it, we get the corn syrup and sugar crystallizers, and the drum of spray dryers. If we pass that to the drum of spray dryer, then we get the corn syrup solid. What is happening if we are passing that starch after sending to the converter and refining to the drum dryer? We call, actually it is, we can get the flax, actually it's corn syrup solid, which we call so corn syrup flax also we can get. So that's how the corn wet milling process is performed. And what is here, actually we get the various product like germ oil and meal foods, which are used for the livestock feeding. We get the refined oil, we get the steep water, which is yeast food, and we get the gluten and hulls. We get the starch, corn starch, and corn starch is used in the chewing gums and bakeries and baking powders and baking confectionery. We get the syrup. That syrup is used in bakery products, canned fruits, ice cream, confectionery, soft drinks, chewing gums. And then sugar, we get the sugar also, and it is used in the bakery product, pharmaceutical jams, and jellies also in ice cream, canned foods, and confectionery. So these are the various product which we get as a result of wet milling. Wet milling is an important milling, as and performed especially on the in grains such as corn, as well as some other like other products also, other grains also. So that's all about this corn wet milling. pretty tricky, but the flow diagram is very clear. If you have any question, you can write it in my comment box of my YouTube video, and I will answer that accordingly. Thank you very much.